Let's talk about the parable of the talents. So many people read that and they immediately think that it's about working harder for God. They might even say, you better use what God gave you or he'll take it away. But that mindset completely misses the heart of what Jesus was revealing. The parable isn't about performance or fear of punishment, it's about trust and stewardship of revelation. In that culture, a talent wasn't a skill, it was a large sum of money. It represented something valuable and trusted by the master. Spiritually, Jesus is showing us what happens when the kingdom, the revelation of his grace and truth, is given to people. One servant multiplies what he's received because he trusts the master's heart. The other hides it in the ground because he fears the master. That's the key. It's not about productivity, it's about perception. The servant's view of the master determines how he responds. The one who saw him as generous stepped into partnership and increase. The one who saw him as harsh withdrew. He hid what he had, and he even lost the revelation he'd been given. So he suffered major loss in this life, and even loss of reward in the afterlife. The line about him being cast into outer darkness doesn't mean he lost his salvation. It's symbolic language. It represents separation from the joy and light of the kingdom that he could have been enjoying the benefits of in this life, not God rejecting him forever. It's also what happens in the heart when someone hides from love instead of receiving it. So the focus is not on punishment, it's on perception. The parable shows us that how we see the Father determines whether we live in light or darkness, joy or fear. So Jesus was contrasting two kinds of hearts, one that was rooted in love and trust, and one that was ruled by fear and striving. When you see God rightly, you naturally grow in what's been entrusted to you. But when you see him through the lens of fear and religion, you bury what he's given because you're trying to protect yourself. So the parable of the talents isn't a warning to work harder or worry about what you've been given. It's an invitation to trust deeper. God's not looking for performance, he's looking for partnership. When you know his heart, increase flows naturally, not from striving, but from resting in his goodness.